Hey guys, Rick77 here. We got a little bit of the white stuff today. I don't know, just a little bit. I'd say 1.5 inches, 2 inches probably. A little bit of hail, a little bit of rain. So it's good wet stuff. Good clumping snowball stuff. But yeah, working in the bathroom a little bit, getting some trim hung up, getting ready for the beadboard, which is right here. Got a big stack of the beadboard, like that kind. This is that MFD or MDF board, whatever it is. But I don't know what it is about deals, but they seem to follow me around, and I am not going to complain about deals at all. I was looking for a tub surround for my tub, because right now the one I have is like a 5-piece tub surround, one of the ones that you just glue to the fucking wall, and you got to caulk all the seams. So I want to rip that thing out and get a good one in there. So I was looking at Lowe's, and the cheapest, well, not the cheapest, but for one that I want is like 250 bucks. So, and they're still kind of flimsy. I heard people putting expandafoam in behind the shelves to help stiffen up the shelves, and still gluing and nailing them to the wall, and whatnot. And the one I wanted was out of stock, and I've been to Lowe's at least 4 times in the last week, and I seen this one tub surround that was returned because it was damaged. It was normally $250, and they marked it down to $225. And I'm like, $225? That ain't no fucking deal. So we went to go buy a tub surround last night, and I walked in, and I was like, oh, I got a question for you, bud. He goes, what is it? I was like, there's a damaged tub surround over there. I was like, can any more come off of the price of that? He goes, let me check. He goes and asks his boss or whatever, hey, can we take any more money off of that tub surround, the damaged one? He's like, hell yeah. He's like, get it the hell out of here. I don't want to see it no more. So the guy walked up to it, and he looked at the price. He saw $225 on it, and he's like, how about $150? I'm like, sold, motherfucker. Haha, $150. Hell yeah. It's one of the ones that clip together on the sides here. They slide in, so it doesn't need any caulk in these side joints. It's actually fiberglass, so these shelves are really nice and sturdy. The walls are really nice and sturdy. The damaged part of it, there's a crack on the very, very top, and there's a crack on the very, very top on this panel. That's it. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drill me a hole at the end of the crack on both of them, and I'm going to go from the back side. I'm going to go from the back side and V that out with my diamond on the diamond thing on the die grinder. I'm going to take me some Duraglass and fill her in. I don't have any fiberglass resin, so I'm just going to scuff that baby up with the die grinder real good, and she's going to get some Duraglass. It's very rare that you're going to see water all the way the fuck up here, because I don't know, when that shower is installed, that thing's like up here and the water shoots downwards, not as straight across, so I ain't worried about all that. I was going to put Duraglass on the back side, maybe a little bit of clear silicone caulk on the front here. But this was a $250 unit, and I got it for 150 bucks. So I cannot complain about that. The only thing that's a little different is this is 32 inches wide and my tub is 30, so this is going to stick out past the tub, but it's okay because I have little kicker walls on each side, so it'll be fine. But for the price, I couldn't argue, because this was actually cheaper or just the same in price as the shitty ass 5-piece units that you got to glue to the wall. I also got my PEX tubing over here, the red for the hot, the blue for the cold. Oh yeah. I'm using the crimp clamps, not the crimp rings, the actual crimp clamps with brass fittings, and that's how I'm doing it. So I didn't like the idea of the crimp rings. I like the crimp clamps. They seem to bite better. And none of my plumbing is going to be an inaccessible area except for behind the tub, which is still no big deal, because all I gotta do is pull my dresser out, pull the shitty paneling off the wall, and cut a hole in the drywall if I ever have to get back there. So it's really not a big deal, and then I don't even have to cover the hole in the drywall back up because I can just throw the paneling right back over the hole, and then I'll have an access to the back of the tub. So I'm not worried about that. And the rest of it is all very easily accessible. I don't even need a ladder in the basement to get up to it. So I'm using a crimp clamp system with brass fittings, and I'm using 1/2 inch pecs. That's what I'm doing. So I got some trim up and whatnot. I roughed in some areas. You know, I had to cut little strips to fill in this, that, and the other. I hung some drywall. But I'll bring you guys back when I start cutting that and nailing it to the wall. And you guys will see a real big difference. So, talk to you guys later. So guys, I'm in the bathroom. The baby's watching. And I got up drywall on this wall. And I can't remember if you guys saw up here already. And then I put a piece up here above the doorway. I put in my jamb piece and my oh yeah, whatever, my trim on that side of the door. Down here on the bottom half, I just use scrap pieces because I'm going to be putting up my wainscoting, 2 right there on that line. So the wainscoting will cover all this, so this doesn't have to be complete drywall. I'm using kind of as if I was to put like lath boards down, or whatever you want to call them. Just, it'll work. And it goes up to there as well. It's going to go up, and it's going to cover all this. I'm getting rid of this receptacle, and I'm going to put my GFI receptacle right there instead. The vanity, I forget how high the vanity is. Somewhere in there, something. I really don't remember. I think it comes right under the window, maybe. Because I don't like the way that's positioned. I want it all, you know, regulation height. I got it 48 inches, so I put that one at 48 inches as well. It's like right at the base of that mirror. I think that's a good place for it. I'm just getting rid of this one altogether because we only ever used one, so all we need is one in the bathroom. But that's as far as I got today. I got drywall, some trim up, some more drywall and drywall, more trim and drywall. But I got it all nice and square and plumb now. All these edges are nice and smooth. Nice and smooth in there without having to sandwich a board behind my trim. But I am a cheap motherfucker, and I am too cheap to spend money on trim. I think trim is overly priced and just ridiculous. So my cheap ass buys Pine Select boards, and I rip them down on my table saw, and I just say screw it, and I have square trim instead of decorative. I kind of like the square look anyway. And even up on top of this bead board, I'm gonna put like maybe 1.5 inch strip just across the top as my chair rail, and I'll probably have 2.5 inch like I have here as baseboard. And then I might put some quarter round in the corners. I'm not sure. At least on the wainscoting part, I'll probably put quarter round in there. And I don't know what I'm putting up here on the ceiling. Maybe I'll just put 1.5 inch strip. I don't know. No idea. Haven't gotten there yet. But I just can't bring myself to paying money for trim. I mean, just to buy the trim for the window and this door with real trim would have cost me over $30 today. And buying these square cut pine boards, it cost me under $20. So I just can't justify spending double the amount of money on something. I don't know. I just can't do it. Hey, no toilet paper. What are you doing with that toilet paper? Say hi. Say hello. You looking at yourself in the camera again? But So there's a little update. When my wife gets home, I'll be able to go out in the garage and cut the beadboard to length. I can't do it now. It's too cold to go outside with the baby, and ain't gonna happen. So I'll wait till she gets home and cut that, and I'll throw a couple pieces of that stuff up, and I'll show you guys that when I get to it later.